their contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air,
and electrical.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, for brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings & Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings & Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
It is Saturday. Your Lincoln sports ticket. It's where all the good stuff is. Come hang out with us. Come talk to us. That means you get a Saturday. Boom.
You got the business shades on today.
Oh, 10 toes down, baby. 10 toes down on a Saturday. Crank that bad boy up some living color. Cult of personality. One of the great guitar riffs ever in a simple space. I'm glad they can use it and we get to utilize it and share. 402-464-5685. Lots to talk about. So go ahead and join in. Warm up those texting fingers. Don't go in and sprain them like not untrained. Don't act like you've been there before. Stretch the fingers, get them loose. Get the sensitive, right? You got to get the right touch for texting, right? You can't just go random, just willy-nilly texting. Don't do that.
Spell check will get you today, too.
Yeah, don't do that,
I'll
right?
make you say something you wish you didn't.
Hey, we want people to be heard and be productive, but, handle your business. Handle your business. You can follow on all the live video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allen Channel 961. We are going to, this is what we're going to do with it. I'll go until 1. I know that Chubbs is coming in sometime.
No Chubbs. I texted
So
him
you
this
did
morning.
text him.
Yeah,
Okay.
confirmed.
Well, he's a busy man, taking care of folks and doing what he does.
Cooking some damn good food. I'll tell you what.
He is a magician. Chubbs
I'm licking
is a
my
magician.
chops right now.
Yep. If you need something, some really good sports food today, Soulful Casino. Find yourself down there. Run down to Canopy Street Market. See Dan Swanson. Pick up some goodies for your game watch. 2 football games in the NFL. You've got Hustler Wrestling tonight at 6:00. You should have your tickets already. I think they're a general admission. There's a few special reserved, but I think it's general.
Yeah, I talked to Ridge. I'm pretty sure the general.
Yeah, the general admission. So we need to pack the house as well, right? Because as Tom Izzo said, there's not much else to do.
I like Tom Izzo a lot, but
Yeah.
I hate that comment. We get it all the time.
Well, I mean, he's a gangster. He's a button pusher.
Yeah,
He's a button pusher. And if you don't push back, the bully's going to bully. Like, I don't blame him for being who he is. He's the king of basketball coaches in the Big Ten.
Oh, he's the Hall of Famer. I all respect to Tom Izzo.
But he's in that top 4 of coaches that you have to listen to because he's earned it, right?
Mhm.
He's earned it, and rightfully so.
Very complimentary of Husker Hoops last night, too.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's not a lot. This is okay. So we'll get into it, and I want to be clear in it that I've been in too many battles, too many of these situations. I don't need to forecast forward beyond what is.
Mhm.
What is what is.
14-0.
What is what is, right? You can go back and say, okay, here are the tendencies based on 14 wins this season, 18 wins in a row. You can talk about that. You can talk about all the scars of Nebraska basketball past, but currently, and then you don't have to get too far ahead. You don't have to get out in front of you. People always want to be first. Oh, well, this is how this looked. This is how this play out. Nope. I'm really good at being present. I'm really good at
Do you want to talk about what seeding we might get March Madness? DP?
Listen, I understand that it moves the low hanging fruit needle. I know that it likes to. The system is set up to make people feel heard and knowledgeable. The second one doesn't show up nearly as often. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Right? It just doesn't.
Well, I mean, go look at the AP polls from the beginning of the season to now.
No,
and the college football playoff projections, like it never works out the way you think it will.
Listen, we can talk sports, talk about what we know, how we feel, all those things, right? And you can tell me what you project and what you think is going to happen. I'll listen to you. Tell me what you think. I'm cool with that. I just want you to know that I know you have no freaking idea, right? All the folks. I haven't seen one air quote expert tell me that they had picked this college football Final Four. Not one. Matter of fact, not one. They got 2 of the 4.
Yep.
Right? And you didn't get the seedings.
Yep.
You didn't get the seedings. You didn't get the 12 teams because you didn't have James Madison in it. You didn't have Tulane in it. So stop it. Just stop. Like, I understand we can go through who in the pool had the New England Patriots as walking in today as the number 1 seed. Being that we still don't know who the number 1 seed is going to be in either conference. We don't know. Who had the Panthers playing for the division title? Right? Not even in Charlotte.
Caleb Williams.
Not
Caleb Williams.
No. Young, no. Mr. Young didn't have it either. Right? He didn't have it. Like, you can hope for it. We had a wish. But the reality is this. As you go through the thing, a couple of things in play. I'm not going to tell anybody how to enjoy what they enjoy. Can't do it. There was some conversation after the game about rushing the floor. Not going to say, listen, if you're a Husker fan and you pay your money and you've gone through, whether you've gone through the chaos or not gone through the chaos, whether you have scars or not, if you want to rush the floor after beating Tarleton State, rush the dang floor. Look, to be supportive of a program that hasn't loved you in full at your level, the fans have been far more loving and caring than the program has, right? So now, hey, young Husker, I appreciate you feeling how you feel. But guess what? I'm not telling Husker fans to not go crazy. Go crazy. Like there was a conversation, they had a couple players say afterwards, listen, let's not rush forward. If we're the 13th seed playing at home against number 9, we should win. Since when? Since when has any of that statement been a true statement about Nebraska basketball? When was the last time you were number 13? Matter of fact, to the players involved, when was the last time you were number 13 in the country facing number 9? We got some hoopers walking down the street. We got some hoopers coming in. This looks like
that is a posse right there.
Yeah, we got to see who that is coming in. That is a gang. That is a gang. Who do we think that is?
I don't know. They're all walking in right now.
Yeah,
you want to bring them in?
Yeah, let's bring it. Let's see who's leading this puppy. Let's see who's leading this gang. What do we got here? Pull up. Okay, we can pull up 2 microphones right there. Put the headphones. You can see what it, and we'll go 2 at a time. Now, rules of engagement. Rules of engagement are these: no cursing. One person speaks at a time. We'll do question and answer. We'll hook y'all up. All right. Hockey. We've got skaters. So this better be the lead scorer or the goaltender.
I'm the goaltender.
Yeah. There you go. Look, Rocky Russo has taught us well. Like we can identify. We actually do. The Lincoln Stars actually host a show each week. Coach Rocky Russo brings in the athletes, and this is what we do. We're on 93.7 The Ticket. Introduce yourself, young man. Tell me who you are. Go for it. Come on. What's your name?
I'm Rio Trahan.
And where are you from?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis. Okay, Jay Foreman, shout out. All right, good deal. What's the squad? You're at the Icebox. Let folks know. Name of the team.
Waterloo Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks. What's your record going into right now, as of right now? Do you know? Goaltender. Help him out. That microphone's live too, so you can pull that up. Somebody help him.
1-0 on the weekend.
1-0 on the weekend. Hey, that's everything. That is the matter. Coach, go ahead and pull this in. I need this.
Yeah, all the mics are hot, too. Grab a mic. Doesn't matter which one.
Yeah, let's get him in. Let's get him in. Introduce yourself.
I'm Michael Chambray.
Okay, Michael.
From Fort Myers, Florida. And, I'm a goalie as well.
They're making hockey players in Fort Myers, Florida?
Yeah, a lot of players are actually coming.
Oh, the world is upside down. The nice sports world is upside down, man. We're trying to figure. Look, I'm still trying to figure out how the Bandits are doing what they're doing. Like it's still a thing. This experience for all of you, right? To come through and to travel and have towns come looking for you and identify you. How does Lincoln rate when you guys come to town? Do they treat you well? You being fed well? What's going on?
It's nice. It's a really nice town. Like this downtown. We were just saying how nice it is, and we wish we had one in Waterloo, but no, it's been good here.
Here's what we're gonna do as well. Are you guys allowed caffeine on game day?
Yeah,
early?
We love it.
Okay, so Luke is the magician back here. That's our guy. What we're gonna do, 92.7 Ticket, we're gonna be the wonderful host that we can be. We're gonna buy you guys your beverages this morning. All right. We're gonna buy your beverage. Rocky Russo would approve that we're taking care of you. We want to be ambassadors for the sport. Traveling around, what's the wear and tear on the body? Like, what time do you go to sleep? What time do you get up?
It kind of depends.
The not sleeper is there.
Yeah.
It kind of depends. Like
on what? Travel time?
Well, like after a game, it's kind of harder to sleep than like the night before.
You're amped up. How long does it take you to crash after a game?
About 30 minutes to an hour, I would say.
So really, it takes you time to come down, right? From the space. And then recovery next morning. Are there workouts in the morning, therapy the next morning? What are you doing this morning before game tonight?
We're on a team walk right now.
Okay, so that's the vibe, and everybody goes through. Who's the leader? Who's the team leader?
This guy right here.
All right, Red Hat, come on in here. We're built for this. We're actually built for this. You can put that headphones on. You can hear what's going on. Don't worry about it. There we go. All right, pull that microphone close. right? Because you don't want your parents to find out you were on the radio in Lincoln, Nebraska, streaming nationally and worldwide, and you whispered into the microphone. So with some bass in your voice, say it with your chest. What's your name? Let folks know who you are.
Morgan Brady.
And how old are you? How old are you?
20 years old.
20 years old. Okay. So what's the average age of this crew? This looks like a rather motley group. And I think it's rather diverse. What's the age range?
Anywhere from 16 to 20.
Okay. And what is your aspiration? Is college hockey next? Is it the NHL draft? What's next for you in your mind?
Going to play college hockey.
Where do you want to go?
I'm going to Michigan Tech.
Why Michigan Tech? That's interesting. Why Michigan Tech?
They just,
best offer,
yeah.
best situation.
Yeah.
When you guys make that decision, when you hear your buddies make the decision for hockey, is it because of where I can go and play? Is it where I can go and develop? Is it proximity to home? What is it? Each of you give me an answer. What is it for you? Your next step, what's the lead? What's the priority in how you choose what you're going to do next?
I'd say it's like all the above, like where you are, development, who wants you the most, kind of all goes into decision.
What's it for you?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same. Like, it's like you meet a coaching staff of like a school that's recruiting you, and then you kind of go like visit the campus, and then after you go and visit, you kind of like have an idea on where you want to be for like the next 4 years of your life.
It's pretty impressive. What about for you?
No, I agree, and I think it's like a little bit too is like the best spot for you, like where you're gonna go play the most and have the most success. Because like if you're like an average player, like a massive school, you're not gonna play top minute lines, so you might want to go to a smaller school.
Okay, so we're gonna ask for a line shift. So I need you three up, and you're gonna pick somebody to come behind you. We need full line change. We need a full line change here, 3 in, 3 out. We'll make it work. Waterloo is in the building. Here, you can slide that chair over here. Slide that chair over here. Yep. Slide that chair over here so there's space. There you go. We want folks to be able to get in. There we go. There we go. Line changes everywhere. Let's get it done. Harrison, you like that, right? Yeah.
Oh, I'm all about the USHL. Let's go.
Right? All right, gentlemen, let's start here. Introduce yourself.
My name's Salvatore Viviano. I'm from Grand Blanc, Michigan.
What a great name, and the face matches the name. Oh man, there are posters about you, aren't there?
I hope so.
Man, that don't make any sense. Can you fight?
Yeah, I can fight.
See, there's wins all over the place. Next, guy in the middle.
Ty Mason. I'm from Weyburn, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Oh, see, I love Canadian. All right, it's a thing. What position do you play?
Right wing.
Okay, stalker. I'm not going down here.
Aiden Merrick. I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
We forgive you. In Lincoln, Nebraska, let me say it clearly, we forgive you.
That's all right.
Yeah, it is there. What do you think about are you a football fan?
Yeah.
Oh, talk to me. What's happening with the Wolverines? What do you think?
It's a good question.
Are you proud of the guy? Are you proud of
I think it was a good hire, the new guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
the new guy's a buddy of mine, so
okay.
I could actually shout to you that.
I think it was a good hire. It was definitely an interesting month, I'd say, for Michigan football. But...
if Michigan football is 10, where's Michigan hockey?
Yeah, they're like 1 or 2, I think, in the country. Yeah.
So in the revenue share space, do they talk about college hockey? Do you consider places that will have cash for you to play college hockey? Is that currently happening, or is that a thing that you aspire? Everybody wishes that college hockey will eventually get into some of this revenue share and NIL money.
Yeah, I think it's different for each school. Like the Big Ten schools definitely have a lot of money, but like,
what's a lot of money? Give me a range.
Well, just like, I don't know, like
not as much as football.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Because like the smaller schools for hockey aren't like the football schools.
So if you're let's say you're the 1A prospect for Michigan hockey, college hockey, what's the range? What do you think the top player being recruited by Michigan would be offered?
As far as like NIL?
Yeah. And it's just a speculation. Nobody.
I don't know.
Like
100. Yeah.
100 grand?
A couple $100,000. Probably.
Couple of $100,000. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm trying to figure out what it is, because we're here all day talking about sports, at every level, every kind of sport. And I'm fascinated, constantly fascinated, because people think that when you talk about college athletics, you're talking about every college athlete, and you're not. It's a different world.
Yeah.
It's a different world. You guys get to see the country, the continent in a different way, right? What's your favorite thing about hockey at this level? What's your favorite thing?
I would say the compete level and, how dedicated each guy is to their craft. Coming to the rink every day, just, everyone's so focused and dialed in on the nutrition, the skills aspect of it, whether it's getting on the ice beforehand, early before practice, or, afterward. It's a very big change from youth hockey to, junior hockey, but, it's the step that's needed to be taken to, get to that pro level.
What's it for you?
I would say the grit. I think as you go up in levels, the grit goes down and the skill comes up a little more. But this league, I think we have both, and that's kind of what I like.
Is there space for grit to rise up for the NHL?
There is some of it, like
just not enough to your liking. That the physicality
it just depends on your role. Kind of like there's certain players that are there to do that, but.
Is there a finite space, a number of spots on the roster for gritty, grinding hockey players?
Maybe a little bit, but like one or two guys.
Nowadays, you have to play too. You can't just be like a fighter.
Does that mean the skill has elevated? That no matter what position on the ice you are, you've got to be able to deliver. You got to be able to facilitate or finish.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, gentlemen, thank you for coming in and adding to this. We're going to take you down here and let you get a beverage. Harrison Arens throws a break. DP one-on-one, 937 Ticket. We'll be right back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2026 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker Women's Hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to Huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back. Calling audibles along the way. It's what sports radio is. It's always been being able to adjust and adapt on the fly.
Oh, you got the whole Waterloo Blackhawks squad walking by the window there.
Well, this is why we want to be down here.
Oh, well, I think I told you this, but there was the Louisville volleyball coach. They heard this was the spot to be.
Louisville, Penn State, Stanford. I mean, that's kind of the deal. We also know that when we're in Salt Dog season, their opponents come down here quite a bit. That's kind of the mood and the vibe. Captain, appreciate you, bro. Just in trying to keep these things active. Simple biz, right? Simple biz that when sports people come in to meet those young people and to see the freshness in their face and how excited they are about life and what's going on. That's why we do what we do. That literally is why we do what we do.
Well, the hockey guys are always interesting too, because someone commented on here. It's like when you ask those NIL questions, it's like, oh yeah, we can get money, but they just love hockey. They're competitors.
Well, it is the thing that the athletes have to make decisions, right, on how they're going to process their career, their future, their lives. And college hockey has its own different space. It has its own different space. And in pockets of the country, college hockey is a revenue sport. They draw crowds, they draw numbers. So there is money in space. And the same thing falls in line with, if you know your sport and you know the areas. I'm familiar, like secret is secret told. I'm a hockey guy from the Caps back in the 70s. Hanging out, spending a lot of time with Joe Benignotti and Craig Laughlin. Lockers. He puts the biscuit in the basket. And I've gotten away from that. I do get back into it when I go back east, depending on the time of year. But Coach Russo, Rocky's done a really good job of keeping us informed and connected. And we see their young guys coming here each week. And I guarantee you, Lincoln can be proud because there are not a lot of cities where those young men get the reception they just got. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, that's probably.
I guarantee you that does what just happened for them. How we can make them feel is important, right? Like to let them feel like they're heard, they're seen, and otherwise. So it's that. A couple of things. One, shout out to Mike Smith from the Bay and from Mike Smith Live Weekly Disruption.
Yeah, this was awesome.
last night was fantastic.
I was
here.
like, can you fill for me? I'm like, yeah, no problem, man. I'll
Yeah.
come in on Friday. And I walked in. I'm like, what a good day to come in and help out.
Oh, amazing that the indoor area outside of the station became a skate park.
You ever skate, DP?
No. Well, yes, I skated, but so as a kid, I mean, I skateboarded like most kids, but the skateboards of the 70s is not today's skateboard.
Really? Just the board and wheels. What changed?
No, bro. It is no different fiberglass and pliability and all those things. I mean, we had a lot of times we took several pairs of skates and a wooden plank, and you nailed them together, and that was your skateboard. No, bro. Look,
Probably hard to turn on those.
bored.
Then
No,
just
but-
go straight.
But you didn't care. You're a kid. You skating on. It wasn't that we built race cars by hand from wooden wheels, wooden wagon wheels. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the deal. And that you built sleds, snow sleds, right? Just wood. And if your dad had a wood garage, you could elevate it a little bit. But we did.
Wiping out on a wood sled probably. That been
Oh,
splinters everywhere.
splinters, but you had to smooth it out. That was part of the deal. Do they do boxcar races here in Lincoln?
Do they do what races?
Boxcar races.
I think so. Didn't they? I think they did some. I don't know if it's a yearly thing, but I want to say they've definitely done.
Let me know. Does Nebraska do box? Because so Virginia, Northern Virginia, and DC, we would have it. It was an annual thing where you had to make the car had to be made by hand, and it could not have there were different levels. You could have the ones without engines, without motors, and those with.
Yeah, the Lincoln Soapbox Derby.
Yeah, when is that?
Yeah, we did 70 race schedule. Here we go.
I would love to check that out.
They currently have nothing on the race schedule.
Well,
so I don't know if it's over or if it's just an unupdated website.
Text line, if you've ever been a part of it, let me know. I'd love to know what that is. Sanderson, appreciate you, bro. Happy Saturday. Says props to you, DP, for your vision to move downtown where all the action is. Just, can I say that? I mean, this is, and thank you. That should be, I guess, Harrison, I would ask you to confirm this or deny this. But I work from the idea to give people what I think they deserve, not what they think they deserve.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
Right? That
we wouldn't be, if you were here collecting checks and money, we'd still be at the old studio. If that's all you cared about. It would be cutting corners, saving pennies, cutting staff down. We can get by with just early break and not spend any more money. It's kind of sad for the city of Lincoln, though.
Well,
when it gets over at 8 and there's nothing else.
Well, I mean, it would have ended at 6, and you wouldn't have any basketball coverage, no volleyball coverage, no wrestling coverage, no Lincoln Stars coverage, none of that.
You wouldn't have Jay Foreman coming in here. You wouldn't have Adam Carricker coming in here. You wouldn't have Terrell Farley coming in here.
Right. I mean but
nothing against any of the guys, but
you wouldn't have a place for Penn State and Tulane and all these folks to come when they come to Lincoln. And when opposing teams come to town, and when people from outside of Lincoln come to town, and you drive down O Street, you want the feeling that, this Lincoln is big time, and Lincoln deserves to be big time.
And for how much the fan base shows out, yeah, they deserve a spot.
Can you imagine if that thing last night was done in silence? Right, with zero expectations, zero knowledge of who Sam Hoiberg is, right? Or limited knowledge, because he wouldn't have shared. Shout out to Jeffrey Grace III for his 3 years of explaining the process and the trials and tribulations of Nebraska basketball, and the behind the
know
scenes.
who Fred Hoiberg was too.
Right. I mean, Nate Lenzer, Luca Virgilio, to go through the whole process and to be able to say that the basketball program, the wrestling program, that you're that deep. You've got a legendary coach in Mark Manning. You've got a Hall of Fame staff. You've got the James Green, Tervel Delagnav, Doc Snyder. You've got, Brandon could really run the program himself, but he falls in line to do what they do. And then you've got all these great assistants who hang around the program, who stay connected to the program, and you're able to tell those stories. That you have a national champion in Ridge Lovett who makes himself available to just talk wrestling for one thing for the fans, but for the young wrestlers, the number of high school wrestlers who reach out and say thank you for that, we get to learn from Ridge Lovett and we get to learn from Mark Manning on a regular basis.
Caleb Smith as well.
Right. Caleb is in here doing it. I mean, Caleb's going to be an Olympian.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They're both going to be Olympians. They're both going to be whatever they choose to be because that's who they are. But to have that sort of access, and now to have, Lance Harvell come in and break it down, to have Kyle Perry give us, 3 years of what this thing is, and then we get to track and follow him through his pro, and then all the other, the Bryce Matthews and the
Kyle Perry's of the world,
the Max Andersons that will take us through. So this is what I thought Lincoln deserved, and there's still a grander version of it. I'm not done.
Will there ever not be?
I'm not done.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a collection of sports fans that carry authentic interest in a sport or a part of Lincoln society, why would I not want them to be heard and have a place to meet and talk about it? Why would you not? Like the Women's Expo, to have a place where they can come and share who they are and why they do what they do and what the process is behind it, and to get a greater appreciation of all the things that go into it, right? And
then you get the Matt Warners. It's like, oh man, my business. You get Matt Warner in the morning, just hitting the Ric Flair woos, saying like, I failed a lot and I learned a lot, and now I'm incredibly successful.
Well,
like they tell the story of tribulations and.
Well, but this is how I get here. That I went through I made all of my mistakes and learned all my lessons so that y'all don't have to. And people it's really weird when I tell people, you might not want to do that. And they're like, I kind of want to do. Okay. Like if I've made the mistake and learned the lesson and I share the lesson with you, and you think you know more than the person that experienced it, then you need to go and get your scar. Like, go get your scar. And it's okay. It's okay for you to go get your paddle. Go get your paddling.
Make sure you learn from it, though.
Well, but they're not going to learn from it because the intelligence says when somebody teaches you, my greatest talent is my ability to consume lessons. I consume data and lessons as well as anybody I know because I don't have to know everything. I want to know everything. My curiosity wants me to know everything, but I don't have to. That's not a part of my makeup. So when we sit here and have these sports conversations or these life conversations, and late night in Lincoln, we do a lot of those conversations of just those accumulations of great moments and things, and some of them are quite childish.
That's why history is awesome too, though. Yeah, because history you don't have to project. You just talk about what was awesome and what was.
Well, and to be curious, to actually know the history, like to go what.
Well, you just forget so many great moments if you don't.
So a great educator in my life was a gentleman by the name of Morris Levin. Mo Levin, Coach Mo, coached in Arlington, Virginia, played basketball at the University of Maryland, was a 35-year educator in Arlington school systems, coached basketball, built a powerhouse. Basically, it was whatever the best basketball program in the state of Nebraska was for 15 years. That's what he did. And he was that coach while being a legendary history teacher. And he would create enactments for every lesson.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the best type of teacher.
Right. To tell you that, listen, the Battle of Yorktown, and he would literally go through and he would identify different characters, different people in the story, and pick students and say, I've got the script for you and I want you to read what happened. And then you become curious because then when you see a scene from Yorktown, right, then immediately you have those people ask questions like, what's missing? What did you see? What did you not see? Did you miss something? And you learned and consumed. And he also did a thing that if you fell asleep in his class, he would write your name on the chalkboard, the old school chalk, right? He would write your name on the chalkboard, is asleep. And the buzz in the crowd in the classroom would, oh, this is happening. And he would write, Harrison Arens is asleep and he would underline it classroom. And he would make extra lines because that meant extra chalk. And he would take the erasers and he would throw them at the person who was sleeping. And the funny thing is, if you were in a class in the hallway of Mr. Levin's history class, you got these random cheers and boos because he would throw them to cheers. But there would be times when, like, if there was a villain in the store in the lesson, you got to throw the eraser, and you may have beef with that person. But if you threw it and you missed, you got booed. You got booed, and it was special, and it was such a great class. But the lessons, this man would just his whole thing was this, and he told me this. I want to say at age 14. 15. And he said, Derek, the talent I identify in you is caring. You care. He says, and you also are curious. Ask one more question than everybody else. He goes, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're learning, no matter what the topic of discussion, whatever it is, ask one more question. The most powerful word in educators is and. And he said, if I tell you the Battle of Yorktown was one of the most important battles in the history, in American history, your immediate response should be, and, because that continues the conversation, it acknowledges what was just stated and what was shared, and allows you to continue to be connected and learn. And I've carried that when it comes to sports, when it comes to life. It has been like, I'm still learning at 63 years old. And that's the best part, is that I carry that. And I get frustrated. I do get frustrated when people don't listen, right? When they don't listen. But I understand it because, I don't know, if you haven't talked to my wife, there are times when I don't listen, right? Yeah, she'll tell you. I don't know how many times I got to say this to you. Dummy, right? And I say it all the time in the greatest sincerity I can say. There are times when I am the smartest dumb person I've ever known and the dumbest smart person I've ever known. Just depends on the day and the topic.
I hold on to the smartest dumb person card a lot. With just the curiosity. As long as you're asking questions and not answering.
Depending, right? Because depending on that, for a dumb guy, I do some smart stuff, right? For a really dumb guy, I do some really smart stuff. And for a really smart guy, I do some really dumb stuff. And I have to embrace that. And I try to meet on the bridge, right? That I stay consistent, and that I know what I know, and I have an idea that I have no idea about what I have no idea about. Right?
If you want to know what some of that dumb stuff is, tune in to Late Night.
Oh, but that's really what, like, I mean, again, still, one of my favorite nights was we had an 2-hour long conversation about Sloppy Joe and Manwich.
That's right.
We had and for the folks who hang out with us late night, they understand how crazy it gets, and they embrace it, right? Embrace it. Put that on a t-shirt. Yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna remember that when I start going places.
Yeah,
what a great statement. You can't.
Well, I mean, it's the thing, right? So in all the space, and while we focus on sports, if you spend an hour with me and if I don't learn anything about you, and you don't learn anything about me, and we both don't learn anything about us, we've wasted the hour. If I don't go through and do enough prep that takes me down rabbit holes to always ask, wait a minute, Rink Mass had 19 points and 7 rebounds, and what does it mean? What did he have to go through to get it? Was that a good number? Was that a good 19? Was that a bad 19? The Huskers were 14-0, and they're 18-0 on an 8-game win streak. And we haven't been in this space before. And the possibilities are endless. The power of and in any situation is to add to. It is to add to. And I challenge people on a regular basis. When you come in, if you're going to sit in front of this microphone, have something to add to the conversation. In the text line, we ask that you add to the conversation. I do that on purpose. I don't shout it, but I simply say, if you want to add to the conversation, that's what the text line was for. That was like, oh my goodness. This is why we want you included.
One of the easiest things you never text in text line too. Why?
Hey, ask the question.
Just expand, like you want to expand on it.
Ask the question. Ask the question why. Right? Amazing. I mean, there were 3 straight days where the text line bullied Austin for his dog takes. How can you not love this station? We love you, bro. Yeah, it is. So, and those are horrible dog takes. Like, he doesn't like dogs. He doesn't like dogs. And I just went, never say that out loud ever again.
Okay, so Mr. Orman is.
He deserved it.
Is he allergic? Because I can understand that.
I'm allergic to cats. I would never say I'm not a cat person. I love kittens.
Maybe he got mauled when he was younger. I'm hoping there's a traumatic experience that led to such
he was dog dragged.
Yeah.
I
mean, if a pit bull drags you by the collar.
No, but it was probably a chihuahua that dragged him, to be honest. It was
wearing a North Carolina outfit.
Yeah, it was a chihuahua, all 6 pounds of him. Just gave Austin the business. I understand that there are things that happen along the way. And then there's another thing that happened. There's a social media influencer, right, content guy who goes to Cameron Indoor Arena in Durham.
Mm-hmm.
And he's asking everybody that walks out, hey, you Duke fan? Absolutely. Did you
go
to Duke? Here? Did you go to Duke? No.
Where are you from? Idaho. Oh, okay.
And it's so like it is the thing that goes on. It happens. We do that. We used to do this in DC because DC is a fluent town. It's a transient town. So there are the core group of people who live in Northern Virginia and the surrounding areas, PG County, et cetera, and in DC proper. But there are a lot of people who move there because the government is there, and they move there and they stay there. And then so you get an influx of cultures. Of course, embassies are there, so you get international leaders and international leaders' children who go to school there. So you kind of have to learn to get along. You have to learn to engage and deal with things along that way. But you also have to remember that you get World Cup soccer has a different value and meaning in DC than it does in a lot of pockets. The All-Star game, Super Bowl, everybody's got but somewhere in DC every year there are alumni groups and fan clubs that exist. As a matter of fact, today there's a friend, Rebecca Dencher, Hoster Breezy, my buddy Bruce, a lot of the 49er fans. There are places in Northern Virginia specifically for 49ers fans.
Was there Husker bars up there?
Oh, absolutely.
Chicago Bears bars?
There. Oh my goodness. Yes, there is. It used to be, the place closed. It used to be Champion Sports Bar. It closed. I don't know where they go now. The Buffalo Bills used to go. They probably had one of the bigger ones. They used to go to so the great shooter from the Washington Bullets, Kevin Greavy, had this prolific sports bar in Northern Virginia where the Buffalo Bills backers would show up, 400 or 500 Bills fans every Sunday. I always hosted the DC Black and Gold Club, Steelers fans. We would have.
Is there a Jaguar spot? That's always the one fan base I always have a hard time finding.
There is now, because so what happens then is you start to. So if I'm bringing in Texas A&M Aggies, I also knew that I would have Houston Oilers, Houston Texans fans. I would have Houston Rockets fans. Like you have to connect. You had Astros fans. You have to connect. If you have Dallas Cowboy fans, you also know I'm getting Texas Rangers. I'm getting colleges. I'm getting, if SMU, Texas, like you would match it up. And in DC, the pairing always worked because, again, the national government is there, and all of those people from Austin, College Station, they're there in DC, and they're looking for a place. And so it's big business. It's a little different. It's not done here because Lincoln is not a transient town.
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense.
Right? So
Lincoln Airport's trying.
Right.
We're getting there.
Well, that's what you have to welcome people in. You can't say, well, we're not for everybody.
Well, shout out to Lincoln Airport because they're actually doing it.
Rachel
They're
Barth.
trying.
Rachel Barth, we're talking about you.
Mhm.
We're talking about you. Well done. We'll go to break. We'll come back. We'll get back into Husker basketball preview. Nebraska wrestling against Northern Iowa, and then talk about these NFL. These are division championship games on a Saturday in January.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
We're kicking off 2026 with a party on Friday, January 2nd, featuring Mike Smith and the Bowie Boys, who are turning 93.7 The Ticket into a skate park. You heard that right. Make plans to stop by The Ticket between 5 and 8 p.m. on Friday, January 2nd for a live broadcast of Culture and Coffee from 5 to 7 p.m. and a vintage market plus skate experience hosted by the Bowie Boys from 7 to 8 p.m. This is a party you do not want to miss. Stop by The Ticket prior to the Nebraska basketball game on Friday, January 2nd from 5 to 8 p.m.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table. Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
A new season, a home crowd, a fresh start. Love Nebraska opens its 2026 home schedule on Sunday, January 11th at Baxter Arena, hosting Love Houston in the home opener. First serve is set for 3 p.m., and the excitement starts the moment the doors open. Don't miss the chance to see elite professional volleyball featuring Olympians, All-Americans, national champions, and more as the season officially gets underway. It's opening night, Nebraska. Be there. Get tickets now at lovneb.com/tickets.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Short segment. Again, shouting out the folks from Waterloo for stopping by.
Generous of you, DP.
You know,
hooking the people up.
Young people, it's what we do for the athletes. Like when they come in, like go in the back, check the fridge. They got plenty of food.
Please check the fridge.
Right.
I feel so guilty. There's sometimes I can't even eat it all. I get home and I'm like, I got like 5 boxes of pre-made meals here. And I got to eat like 3 of them.
Right. But to say that, because I remember what it was like to be a 20-year-old athlete. And no matter what you had, it was its own thing. Like just to know that somebody extended a hand. If I'm not worthy of being an ambassador for Lincoln, because I take Lincoln all over the world. If I'm not an ambassador, and I'm not an ambassador for, the good of, because all those young people are now going to call home and they will find the ticket and they will call home and tell everybody. And so we'll post that clip so folks we'll tag them in it so we know what it is. But they've got a 6:05 puck drop tonight at the Icebox, the Waterloo Blackhawks versus the Lincoln Stars. And we appreciate them stopping in and talking and sharing with us. But that's what we're here doing. Right? That's literally what we're here doing. There's some matchups in play tonight at Devaney. Northern Iowa. We'll go through the matchups. To do that, we'll go back and revisit last night at Devaney. We'll look forward, eyes forward, to this afternoon, this evening with the NFL playoffs.
NFC South.
Those are playoffs. But these are playoff games. These are playoff games.
Oh, Panthers Bucks. It decides it today.
These are playoff games. And the Seahawks and Niners, that if the team that wins is the number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the Niners, you're playing at home against the Seahawks. Tell me you're the best team in the NFC by beating the team that you're going to have, because we could see this again in 3 weeks. If they handle their business, we go right back to that building. And if the Niners win tonight, they never have to leave home.
Yeah, they get all the way to Super Bowl.
All the way to Super Bowl.
We can't let Haas have that.
But I think I need this for them.
Haas needs more. He's a Yankees fan. He's a Dodgers fan. Excuse me.
He's a Dodgers fan.
He would have been incredibly insulted that I said
Dodgers,
that.
Lakers.
Like, come on. Does he really need them to win?
I have a bunch of Niner fans that I think a Super Bowl in the home city, if the Niners don't do that and the Seahawks win through and then come back to the Niner Stadium and win a Super Bowl title in their arch rival's building, it then becomes their house. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's like if college football decide you put a double Memorial Stadium and they give it the national championship game in Oklahoma or Iowa comes here and wins it. Oh, that's right.
Now I'm hoping for that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they had the Warriors around. San Francisco has been blessed. They're fine.
It's kind of what I see. They're the most interesting team in the NFC.
I think so.
The Eagles, of course, will
just they can't count them out.
Yeah, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah.
And we'll live with that. And then finally, and the last thing before we go to break, of course, as much as we hate to look forward, bracketology, Joe Lunardi's at it. He's at it.
No, it's that time for him.
He's at it, and he's there. Top seeds currently: Michigan, Iowa State, Arizona, UConn. 2 seeds: Duke, Vandy, Gonzaga, Purdue.
Okay.
3 seeds: Alabama, BYU, Houston, Nebraska. Nebraska. And I'm so authentically me that I immediately I'm a mark. Like, we have to talk about it, right? You want us to talk about it, so I'm going to do that for you. But you also put BYU one slot ahead of Nebraska. Hey, Joe, those two teams matched. They met, albeit in an exhibition. But one of them won, and one of them is undefeated. It's the same team. It's Nebraska. Do not put them behind BYU. Do not put them behind BYU. Behind them in the 4-seed slot, Kansas, North Carolina, and two teams that Nebraska's beaten, Illinois and Michigan State. Now, I just want to circle that according to this, Nebraska has knocked off 2 4 seeds. 2! We're drunk. We're drunk on basketball. Second hour one-on-one coming up.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2026 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
12:03 on a Saturday in Lincoln, Nebraska. Home of your undefeated, soon to be top 10 ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers.
I've just been giddy all morning.
We're drunk. We're basketball
Were you able
drunk.
to get good sleep last night?
Good sleep. Good sleep.
Luke talks. I walked in and he's like, "Oh, you didn't sleep well." I was like, "No, Luke, thanks." Of course, I didn't sleep
slept
well.
I had a winter sleep. I had an undefeated sleep.
I was refreshing social media too much. Just do that thing where you know it's going to be a good day and you soak it all in.
Roar, Huskers, roar, roar. Husk on, Nebraska.
I might go husk some corn today just because. Just be fully into it.
Get your husk on.
Do you have a husk corn, DP?
No.
Oh, you need to do that one time. Then you're in.
What's the correct phrase for it?
Husking corn?
Is it husking corn?
Yeah, you just husk corn.
What is that, the summer program that the kids are doing?
No, they're like walking beans and stuff, I think. They're walking fields. I don't know what those guys are doing.
Like
the Future Farmers of America.
Right. They have it's like a summer program where families send their kids to go and shuck corn or husk corn or
yeah, I mean shuck corn, you call it that. I guess we always just call it, my mom, they like go husk corn.
What's the proper phrasing?
It's probably shuck. My parents always said husk.
Right?
Yeah. So simple process though.
So in truth, are we corn shuckers?
Maybe. I've never thought about that.
Right? I mean, that seems to make sense.
Because you're tearing off the husk. So I'd imagine
So what's the top of the corn?
Tassel.
So detasseling.
Yeah, I've never done that whole
So
walk and
detasseling.
dance.
So the Nebraska detasselers would also make a great. We need shirts. We need shirts, people. Detasseling.
The corn shuckers.
The corn shuckers. What you need is corn as a basketball. Corn as a basketball in your corn chuckers. Or corn chuckers.
Yeah, I guess we're
baseball.
I guess we're technically are the corn chuckers.
Yeah, and corn chuckers.
Chuckers.
Like if you're Kyle Perry was a corn chucker.
Yeah.
As a pitcher, right?
A corn chucker.
Right?
A corn launcher? I don't know what you call
Bryce
it.
Sanders from 3?
Mm-hmm.
Corn chucker. Give me all the shirts. Give me all the shirts.
Yeah, detasseling.
The detasselers.
Yeah, you could be the Nebraska detasselers.
Right.
Yeah, detasseling. That's the summer job.
Go detasselers.
Detassel.
Corn chuckers. Corn chuckers.
That would be a lot of fun if you gave everybody just one sweet corn.
Yeah.
And after when everyone just starts shucking.
Yep.
Throws all the shucks.
And you throw it all on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, like in hockey, when there's a hat trick, they throw octopus on the ice. Like for basketball, you just throw corn.
Corn husk.
Just throw corn. Anytime there's a sack.
That'd be kind of awesome.
We're gonna get in trouble.
It's better than
corn chuckers.
Junk. At least it'll, birds will eat it.
The Nebraska corn chuckers. I am so down with this.
The Nebraska Detasslers or the Nebraska Corn Shuckers?
Let's get shucking.
That's another good one.
Let's go Shuckers.
Let's get shucking would be a great T-shirt as well.
Go on, you big shucker.
You gotta have some fun with that one.
And none of it good. None of it good. It's like, hey, your mother runs the farm. Mother shucker.
Shuck your mouth, DP.
You shuck your mouth. You
mother shucker.
This is what we brought late night to Saturday noon.
It's better than the bug eaters, though.
Oh, 100%.
Like the corn shucker is better than the bug eaters.
Yeah, I saw there was somebody from I want to say it was Minnesota who made a shirt that had Nebraska on the front and then somebody eating a bug. And I was just like, that's so good. And that's so good. That's it. Like, it was like, really? Eating bugs? And that's all the back of the shirt said. Eating bugs. And I was like,
fear me.
I can't even be mad at that. I can't even be mad at that. So it's fair. It's fair. Captain says this on YouTube. Says the youth baseball coach told me 4 decades ago, the direction you wear your ball cap is the direction you're going in life. If we don't do it in the game, then we're not doing it in practice. So wearing your hat backwards in practice, define practice. During team time or individual time. If you're in the batting cage by yourself working, technically you're practicing, but you're not under team rules.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're under team suggestion because you're choosing to work voluntarily in the space. Like, I allowed my players to wear their hat backwards if they were just doing hitting drills. I allowed them to wear their hat backwards if they were shucking fly balls just to get different visuals, right? Because bill of the cap with the visual, shades with the bill of the cap, learning to adjust in it. And then, but if you're doing extra work, now it was some old baseball coach that said that. And they used to say it to Ken Griffey Jr. until Ken Griffey Jr. said, I'm having fun. My hat doesn't hurt anybody. Show me on my skin. He said it to Lou Piniella, which was funny. He goes, show me where on Lou Piniella does my having my hat backwards hurt you? Where's the pain? And that was the end of the conversation, because he's one of the 10 greatest players to ever live, and he liked wearing his hat backwards. Like, nobody says anything when Tom Brady wears his hat backwards. You know, there's a local sportscaster or a national sportscaster who did a whole bit on the fact that a quarterback in the NFL went to a presser with his hat on backwards.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I just went, this is
that what we're doing?
This is that was my response. I wanted to just walk up and kick him in the shin.
Hard-hitting journalism.
Well, it was just there because he said, well, he said location and time matter. That was his thing. And I went, okay, this is where we stand. And this is how when you and I are having conversations as fans and as entertainers, we can have a point that we believe in from our perspective. But then the next question is, and what gives you right and authority to speak on it as an expert? What right is it for you to tell any grown man how to wear his hat? It's his hat. If it's your hat, different deal. His hat, because once you give it to him, it's his hat. It's not your hat anymore. You control how you wear your hat. That is your statement. You do not get to control how everybody else wears a hat. That's what it is. Quarter zip. Bent bill of the cap. Bent. My bill's bent. I'm not a straight bill guy, but I understand the people that are. It's your hat. You can look the way you want to look. I don't. Listen, I'm trying to learn to control me. I can't control Husker fans or baseball fans or any of that stuff. I work hard enough every day to control today's version of me. Because yesterday's version of me, I can't control. Tomorrow's version of me, like what I learned today, I don't know what I'm going to learn today. So I can't control tomorrow's me. I can only control today's me. Because I just met me.
I'm still just baffled on that. It was a serious question. And we had
He
texter cigar guy talking about Cowherd's got a big beef with it.
Yeah.
Like, you know how stupid I sound? Like if Matt Rule comes in here and the first thing is like, why was your hat back?
But this is why Cowherd stays in the studio.
Yeah, you got to
go into a locker room and tell a 330-pound defensive tackle that he shouldn't wear his hat back. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. And it's the same people who sit and watch UFC and go tell Anthony Smith, hey, man, you're not tough. Go on in there. Go on in there. Mind your business. Mind your business. There's two people who do not know how to mind their own business. Mind your business. How other people wear your hats. What shoes you wear, none of my business. Them your shoes, man. I can't.
You trying to tell me something?
No. Only about your hair. Like, only about your hair. Like, but I can't tell you how to wear your hair. You know how ridiculous that sounds? Harrison, you should grow a beard. No. What? What are you, my dad now? Not even your dad's telling you how to wear your hair. You're a grown up now.
Mm-hmm. Well, my mom's trying, but she gets it right. She gets a pass.
But that's the location, time matters. Moms have full right to say what they want for you. They don't get to demand once you reach a certain point in life. Now, they're always going to be your mother, so you always have to listen.
Mm-hmm.
You always have to listen, and you should probably always consider. Because your mom, if in truth, is loving you and not trying to tell you anything that's not good for you. Right? So she's, Harrison, I'm just going to say you're going to go from dating 7s and 8s to 8s and 9s. I'm just going to say that. Okay. Mom, I'm good with 7s. So I'm good with 7s. Right? Because your mom
appreciate the vote of confidence.
Right.
But
right, cigar guy. I just think it's just a weird thing, right? To go through and do that.
Well, he also the infamous take of when Ben Simmons got to the league. LeBron, we're good now. You can go. We have Ben Simmons. It's one of my favorite things of all time to rewatch.
I make a point now. Like, I only consume other sportscasters when somebody sends them to me. I spend too much time investigating and researching what I'm going to talk about and what I'm trying to learn. And if I'm listening to Colin Cowherd, I can't, that's time that I can spend talking to Mark Manning. I can listen to any one of, why would I listen to Pat McAfee when I could go talk to Matt Rule? Who's going to help me be better at my current job and location? Now, all the time that I was at UFC, I was talking to Anthony Lionheart Smith. Why? Because I became more informed, better educated, and this show happens because as he says, we've been talking about doing this show for 4 years. There are other UFC guys that I'm talking to currently so that we have access to them here at 937 The Ticket. And they can take 937 The Ticket and Lincoln, Nebraska international. Shout out Drew Dober.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That if we're talking with Mark Canterbury and Dave Bautista and Kurt Angle and all the wrestling guys, right, that I can call and go, hey, take the ticket international. I need a world champion to talk about 937 Ticket. Okay, there it is. I can listen to Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, or I can talk to Jay Foreman and Adam Carricker. Which one's going to help me better learn what it is that I'm going to need to learn? I'm not from here, so I've got the entire history of the state of Nebraska, the University of Nebraska, and every program to learn. And if I'm focusing on the University of Nebraska, you think Cowherd knows Nebraska better than we do?
No, you'll learn more from Raph.
Right. I mean,
long shot.
Right. So this is the thing. we have to stop giving people credit for knowing more than they know and for being smarter than they are. Don't do it. We constantly learn. This is why we have conversations, and I consume data from every texter that's ever sent a text in here, good or bad, because each one makes me consider, is it true? Is it not true? And what's the next thing behind the text? And that's every text that's sent in. Every single one. And there are people who work here that quite frankly don't look at the text line unless there shows them. No. Why would I listen? Why would I only read a 2-hour window when I can read 18 hours? Who's more informed? The 2-hour person or the 18-hour person? And if you spend your time sitting on ESPN, right? ESPN said, hey, Lincoln, Nebraska, y'all got some people there that are way more invested in Nebraska sports than we are. The market is yours. We good. It's better spent. ESPN's time is better spent elsewhere than it is Lincoln, Nebraska. Why? Because they can come to us and ask us anything. No matter the sport, they got somebody here at 937 Ticket that can answer the question. And they just said, we're not going to spend a dime in Lincoln, Nebraska. They told you. So why would I give them my money? Why would I spend my time on ESPN? Why would I do that? But that's the business side. And Nebraska fans need to figure out, this is a thing in full, that Nebraska fans, especially folks in Lincoln, need to celebrate the people who are looking out for Lincoln. And every sponsor, every ad that runs on here, every live read, otherwise, is a Lincoln business where the money stays in Lincoln. It stays in the state of Nebraska. We don't invoice anybody out of state. We don't pay anybody. Hey, man, this is right here. And there are advertisers, there are people to tell you, they're Nebraska first. Are you really?
Just ignore our Texas deals real quick. And then we are. You hear that a lot.
But why lie to people? Why lie to people? Why lie to people and say, we're Nebraska first? Right? We want us all. Can we all agree that we should buy Lincoln? We should buy and support Lincoln. Is that fair?
Yeah, if you want the best for Lincoln.
Right? Buy and support Nebraska, right? Keep the money in the state.
Yeah.
Right? So then why are you sending your advertising dollars outside of Lincoln, Nebraska? And what entity allows you to advertise in Lincoln and the state of Nebraska where the money stays in Lincoln and the state of Nebraska? That is a very short list. And if you have a business in Lincoln, Nebraska and the surrounding areas or the state of Nebraska, and you ask people to shop Lincoln or Nebraska first, and then you are not advertising and supporting to the people, all the people on this text line, all the people on the streams, all the people on Facebook, all the people on Instagram, if you're not redirecting your funds, support, interest directly to those, then you're not being who you say you are. And that might be why the business is struggling. That might be. But that's a different conversation for a different time. So we'll go there. Tonight, 6 o'clock, the Vandy Center. This is a good one. The projected lineups for the Huskers as they take on Northern Iowa. And again, here's the thing. Northern Iowa comes in as the number 16 ranked team in the country. But the projections are these. That at 125, it'll either be Alan Kohler or Cale Lordson.
Is that the only or on there so far?
No, there's several ors on this, but Trevor Anderson, who's the number 27 seed nationally for Northern Iowa. At 133, Jacob Van D, number 8 seed in the country, versus number 26, Julian Farber at 133. At 141, number 3, Brock Hardy. It lists or Blake Cushing and I think some of it may have to do with early results or otherwise. They'll both walk out versus number 11, Corey Land. So you got a brawl no matter what. If it's number 3 versus number 11, you've got a brawl. 149, number 5 in the country, Chance Lamer or Scotty Robertson versus Ethan Basili. At 157, number 6, national champion Antrell Taylor versus RJ Weston. At 165 is a good one. It's a smoker. Number 10, LJ Arugio versus number 11, Ryder Downey. They've had similar supports, similar matches.
What'd you say he was ranked?
He's number 11. So
Okay.
number 10 versus 11 at 165. At 174, number 6, Christopher Mr. Mento versus their 174, who's number 10, Jared Sema. So you got, that's a top 10 matchup in that one. At 184, number 9, Silas Allred, Captain Cave Man. At number 9, 184. 184 is either number 28, CJ Walrath, or Nick Fox. That's where they listed at 197. All-American number 12, Camden McDaniel versus John Gunderson. And then at number 4, it's number 4 at a heavyweight. It's number 4, AJ Ferrari or Cade Ziola versus their number 12 ranked Wyatt Volker or Adam Aronson. Either or. And I guess depending on the matches and how this all plays out along the way. So you need to, and these are the Intermat ratings. Northern Iowa was 3-3 on the season. They lost 19-13 to North Carolina. So, you know, but they feature 7 wrestlers in the top 35. So competitive matches, 4 in the top 12. And when you have 4 in the top 12, you know, we got some work to do. And then the type of matches also matter. So if you're looking for something to do tonight, you have 2 really cool options here in town. Devaney Center, 605, Nebraska versus Northern Iowa. Tickets are $12, I think.
Yeah, last time I checked, they're not super expensive.
$12. Or go over to the Icebox.
Yeah, right across the street.
Right across the street. Parking lot would be crazy. Then you'll have the Lincoln Stars, Rocky Russo, and the Stars taking on Waterloo. So you have options. It's a little brisk out, but get off your butt and go support Lincoln. Go support Lincoln. Go support Nebraska. Like it's necessary. Listen, I know Niners Seahawks is a good one. I ain't mad at you. Not mad at you. But the push is there. So we'll go to break, come back. We'll talk more about these 2 ball games there, go back and revisit Husker basketball, all that with Harrison Arens here on One-on-One.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's no better way to spark a child's imagination than to get lost in the adventure of a good book. I'm Jenny Benson, president of NSEA. Working together, parents and teachers can help every child succeed. You can help by reading to your child and let your child read to you. Encourage reading in your home and make it a priority. Make reading fun and a time that you and your child look forward to spending together.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
Want to quit tobacco? You don't have to do it alone. The Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line can help you quit any type of tobacco. We offer professional coaches to help you create a personalized quit plan with an online community to support you along the way. Plus, we'll connect you to resources like medications to help you quit, so you have everything you need to become tobacco-free. Quit with confidence. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired in association with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People Seating Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? By their clothes? Their age? The way they speak? Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his first job?
Not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
Or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? Or a 14-year-old girl who signs up to every after-school activity, not to make friends, but just to get something to eat? Or a retiree who fell ill and had to choose
between getting medicine or groceries.
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew were hungry. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back. Text line captain says, players do not play with their hat backwards. I've been taught to practice like the way you play. We're not talking about wearing the hat backwards in the game. No, wearing the hat backwards going to the grocery store. We're doing an interview. Yeah. Yeah. And comparing, and I'm not comparing a Hall of Famer to Matt Rule or Matt Rule to the Hall of Famer, only in the context that in order for me to do the job that I'm currently paid to do, that affects my personal and professional resume as we currently stand and all the things I want to do for, it is far more productive and progressive for me to talk to Matt Rule rather than it is whatever coach is on ESPN or Fox. I'm here. Urban Meyer is a legend. You talk to Urban Meyer, I'm always smarter after I talk to Urban Meyer. But Urban Meyer is not in Lincoln, Nebraska. He's not the head coach at the University of Nebraska. Matt Rule has more information, more data, more input than anybody I can talk to about Nebraska football currently.
Mm-hmm.
I can go back and find out more in the past, talk to Coach Osborne. I can talk to former players and find more of the past. But nobody knows more about the state of Nebraska football currently than Matt Rule. So for me, I choose to spend more time consuming that data than the other data. Right? That if I'm you're missing the point then, Captain. If you're not getting my point, that no matter who else is in the conversation, if I want to learn about the state of Nebraska football, all the inner workings and backdoors and sideshows and all the things, it makes more sense for me to talk to Matt Rule than anybody else.
Yeah.
I can spend time with them as well. But to come on this station and talk Husker football 250 days a year, it makes more sense for me to consume good data from Matt Rule than anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm not comparing Matt Rule and Urban Meyer as coaches. I can compare them when it comes to knowledge of Nebraska football and the state of affairs. There.
No, he says. He gets your point there.
That's where it was. That's what that was. I'm not putting.
You were never comparing.
No, I was not putting Matt Rule in the.
Not that he can't be. I hope he gets there, but
I would love for an epic run.
Oh,
an epic run by Matt Rule. I would love that. So would we. We would love.
They talk about bringing business to the city of Lincoln.
Fascinating. Well, it's that part, Harrison. When we talk about state of affairs, it's because, one, we're in the business. Two, we're in the community. Three, it's in our profession. And we want the best for all of those things all the time. But when you tell me what's on the pyramid of priority, I kind of want to know, are you thinking, is the university thinking community? Are they thinking fan base? Are they thinking results? Are they thinking student athlete experience? Or are they thinking money? And depending on the situation, maybe that pyramid changes, but I would often say that if the priority on the pyramid changes, then there is no pyramid. It's just a suggestion and an idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's just water. And some people work and say, yeah, be more like water, be fluid, and make the first thing the priority that requires it at that particular moment. But then you're never settled at the foundation of it. So that's where that is. NFL. Let's go through the possibilities and things that we can find out and the things that we can know as far as let's start with the NFC. Okay. Harrison, give your take on your Chicago Bears and what needs to happen this weekend for you to be happy and satisfied.
You get a win. You get a win.
What happens with a win? What happens?
You play the Packers. Packers are locked in at 7 no matter what. You get a loss, you get a rematch with the 49ers.
And where would that – and the loss, if you lose, but you're still the division champion, right?
Still the division champion.
So the playoff game with the Niners would be in Chicago.
Is that well, yeah.
If the Niners –
yes. Well, they would have to lose today. I think it's how that has to work out.
Right. So if they win today, the Niners are at home forever and eternity.
Mm-hmm. And then it would be likely – I don't know who would be next.
So if the Niners win, what the Bears go –
Rams, I think, would
the
be
Bears
the
go there or no?
I think the Rams would go play us because the Rams are currently sitting at 6.
So here's what I currently have. Today's matchup with Carolina and Tampa. Now, if I said this to you, and I found it interesting because I didn't really have that in my pool. There's a team that's beaten San Francisco, Seattle, and the Texans. Do you know who that is?
No idea.
That's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, early in the year,
right?
They lost 7 of 8.
Right. That they were 6-2, and they were pancaking some teams. But today, at 3:30 Central Time, ABC, ESPN. If the Panthers win, they go into it at 8-8. If they win today, they clinch the NFC South and make the playoffs.
If the Buccaneers win, do they need more craziness to happen?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
If the Panthers can clinch the NFC South and make the playoffs if they win. or tie, or Atlanta beats the Saints tomorrow.
Okay.
The only way for Tampa to get in is to win today and the Saints win tomorrow.
That's a good possibility, honestly, for the Buccaneers if they take care of business today, because Shuck's been playing some great ball.
He ain't beating the Hawks. He ain't beating the Falcons,
bro. Defense is a little tough, right? Well, Kirk Cousins found his mojo.
No.
It's a fun. I don't know. The Shuck story's been fun.
No. I mean, because that means you don't control your own destiny. Two things have to happen. If the Falcons win, they're all tied at 8-8, and then the tiebreaker goes back to Carolina. So the Bucs have to win and have Atlanta lose in order to get in. Carolina has to can win and get in, or have Atlanta win and get in.
They're sitting pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Niners, if the Niners win tonight, 7:00, if the Niners win, they clinch the NFC West, the number 1 seed in the NFC, and home field advantage. The Seahawks, if they win, the Seahawks clinch the NFC West, number 1 seed, and home field advantage. Bucks have to they have to win and have to have an Atlanta loss to get in. And I love it's one of my favorite phrases, and we can only use it at the end of a season. If the playoffs ended today, I love that so much. Buffalo would be the 7 seed traveling to New England, which I wouldn't be mad at.
No, that'd be awesome.
The Chargers would be the 6 seed traveling to number 3 Jacksonville. The number 5 Texans would travel to Pittsburgh. And the wild card bye would go to the Denver Broncos. That's if it happens today. Now, that could change. And we'll go through the particulars on that. In the NFC, if it ended today, Green Bay at number 7 would travel to face the number 2 Chicago Bears. But I'm not sure that will stand. But let's see. Because it could. Number 6, Rams travel to Philadelphia. Pretty good matchup. We saw that last year. Number 5, Niners would travel to Carolina and face the Panthers.
That's not fair to the Panthers. First time in forever.
It's not forever. It's not that long.
Well, not that long.
But the reality is that the Niners in a 12-win season would have to go to Charlotte. Now, last year I went to the Charlotte Niners game, the Carolina Charlotte Niners game. 2 years ago. That's when Matt Rule got fired. That's the game that got him. The Niners got Matt Rule fired. Because it was a
That's
beatdown.
Right.
It was a beatdown. I was in the stadium and it was a beatdown. I literally went, "Oh man, they were fire that dude tomorrow." And then the next morning,
I was surprised they were there, to be honest.
Oh, bro. And then the wild card round bye would go to the Seattle Seahawks. Now, on the AFC side of things, again, we just gave you what currently stands. The Broncos, they play the Chargers on Sunday in the afternoon. The Broncos can clinch the number 1 seed in the home field advantage with a win, or if they lose and New England loses to Miami and Jacksonville loses to Tennessee. Don't know. The Texans they face the Colts tomorrow at 12 noon. The Colts can clinch the AFC South with a win and a Jacksonville loss versus Tennessee.
I thought Colts were out no matter what.
The Colts are out, but they're spoilers in this thing.
Oh, I see.
So the Texans face the Colts,
Mm-hmm.
and the Texans can clinch the AFC South with a win, and if the Jaguars lose. The Jaguars at 12-4 play Tennessee. They're all in the early slot. The Jaguars can clinch the number 1 seed and home field advantage with a win and a Denver loss. If they win and the Denver loss, they're the 1 seed, and the Patriots lose to Buffalo. Patriots lose to Miami. Sorry.
I was going to say.
Yeah. The Jaguars can clinch the AFC South with a win or a Texans loss to the Colts. Patriots sitting at 13-3. They play Miami. The Patriots can clinch the number 1 seed home field advantage with a win and a Denver loss. Multiple things in play. The Steelers play Baltimore Sunday night in Pittsburgh. Steelers can clinch the AFC North and make the playoffs with a win. Lose, and they're out. Winner of that game is in the pate.
That's going to be a really good game.
You know, it says Ravens win.
Is that the...
If they win, they clinch the AFC North.
Where does that rivalry land in all of the rivalries in NFL?
Well, in the Ray Lewis era, Roethlisberger era, that was number 2 to Patriots.
Everyone hated the Patriots when I was growing up. They were rivals of the league.
Well, but I can't call the Patriots Bills the rivalry because the Patriots always won the meaningful games.
The Chiefs Bills rivalry,
but still not on
but
par
the Chiefs
with,
won
with
every
the
time.
Patriots, right?
Yeah,
you got to think Tom Brady rivalry. It was Brady and Peyton Manning, and wherever Peyton was, where the matchups were. So it changes and it evolves, and that's part of the problem because I'm old enough to remember that in the AFC, the rivalry was Raiders-Chiefs. When I grew up, it was Raiders-Chiefs. That game usually ended up with helmets being swung, fists being thrown, the whole shebang. Then the Dolphins got really good. They had that early 70s run with them, and the Raiders went back and forth. And then the Steelers got good for a 12-year run. And then it was Steelers, Raiders, and then it was Steelers, Browns, Bernie Kosar, Ernest Biner, fumbles, right? There's all of that, right? The Broncos had their run with Elway, where they were dominating. You think about it, with the number of Super Bowls the Broncos were in, they were winning the AFC. They just couldn't get over the hump and win the chip. But to go through, so it evolves. Washington Dallas was the rivalry. Then it became any version of the 4 teams in the East against another team from the East, and then it became the Niners versus whoever came from the East. So there was a run where it was Niners Redskins, then it was a run where it was Niners Cowboys, quite a bit, right? So much so that they would steal each other's players.
Where does the hate with the Chiefs Raiders start?
AFC. Those because the first two champions of the last 2 champions of the American Football League were the Chiefs and Raiders. Like the AFC, the whole American Football League, it was Raiders Chiefs. Everybody else on the East Coast, they didn't particularly care. They weren't paying attention. So much so that the Colts got moved over, like to get balance there. And the Colts came in and screwed things up by winning. Like and think about it, the first AFL team to win Super Bowls, Baltimore Colts. Well, no, Jets, then Colts.
That's a good trivia question. Get both of those in order.
Well, because I want to say, yeah, Jets Chiefs was before Colts Cowboys. So Joe Namath, that's why it was such a big story, because the NFL, the National Football League, at the time was the National Football Conference, but it was the National Football League. The American Football League, or the AFL, was the little brother. And the Packers under Vince Lombardi were so dominant. The Packers had rivalries. I mean, they would fight the Bears, but they would beat the Bears down. And then they had a rivalry with the Niners. Then they had a rivalry with the Cowboys, Ice Bowl, that whole shebang. And they kept keeping Tom Landry from winning. Tom Landry was the Tom Osborne of pro football, because he does well during the season. He can't win the big one until he wins the big one. And he had to go through Green Bay, and he couldn't beat Vince Lombardi. Lombardi leaves Green Bay. Cowboys step up. Cowboys step up.
Can't beat him, age him out.
Well, the Colts beat him out, and then Joe Namath says, well, I don't know what you guys think about it. We throw the ball pretty good over here. I think we can beat the Colts. And everybody's like, you are smoking the dope. You're smoking the weed. Well, he gets the win. And then the Colts moved from the Colts were formerly NFC. They were NFL. They were on that side of it. and then they moved over to the AFL, and they put them in the conference in the division with the Miami Dolphins, the Buffalo Bills, and then the Steelers got on a run. So the cycle evolves. I would say that prior to this year, Bills Chiefs was the best rivalry in the NFL.
Most postseason are never reflected, but regular season.
Well, no, the Chiefs. I mean, but those are the two that would determine.
Yeah, for sure.
The Bills would have been on a dynasty run if it hadn't been the Chiefs. The Chiefs are on a dynasty run.
Yeah.
Sorry, Buffalo. You got to figure out how to do it, and this is a big opportunity for Buffalo to get a win. Jordan's out. Jordan took the year off. Mahomes took the year off. This is your chance. It's put up or shut up for Buffalo.
Barkley took the year off. I think everyone took the year off.
This is it, right?
Yeah.
So this is how we do it. All right, we'll go to break. Final break. Set it up for the last segment before we hand it over the rest of the day to some NFL football.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
A new season, a home crowd, a fresh start. Love Nebraska opens its 2026 home schedule on Sunday, January 11th at Baxter Arena, hosting Love Houston in the home opener. First serve is set for 3 p.m., and the excitement starts the moment the doors open. Don't miss the chance to see elite professional volleyball featuring Olympians, All-Americans, national champions, and more as the season officially gets underway. It's opening night, Nebraska. Be there. Get tickets now at lovneb.com/tickets. Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Final segment. I get out of here and put my feet up, watch some ball, and then head over to Devaney Center. My 6 o'clock choice will be Devaney Center, Husker Wrestling. It's Northern Iowa. The Waterloo Blackhawks are back in the building, getting a beverage, and we're doing our part to be great ambassadors for Lincoln. That's what we're doing.
And we're not poisoning them. Was that the Jordan pizza?
No, we're not
poisoning Jordan's
doing
pizza.
not doing the room service thing. Cigar Guy says this. You always want to talk to the source, not some talking head, which is why I choose to listen to you guys, not national guys. Yeah, and there's
Great
a market,
text.
right? That is a stellar top line text.
Text of the day so far.
That my opinion means less than what I know to be true. What I know is more important than what I think I know. And if I go to a source that will tell me a thing that I can validate and verify, then I have that source as a contact and a reference rather than me taking somebody else's word for the situation, circumstances. And when I talk coaching, listen, I'm not talking about coaching in the NFL. I'm talking about coaching at the levels that I know how to coach at. And I preface it by saying in my coaching experience, and it's, again, if it's some 4,500 games at a high school level, that's just what that means. And that's all the practices that go along with it, and et cetera. But it's people. And I'm talking about people. 2 people. That's really how simple it is. I don't have to know everything. I don't have to have all the answers. I got to get to the right question. And to get to the right question, I need to get closer to the source. That's why we have coaches and athletes come in here and sit in these chairs and tell us what they know to be true. And allows us to ask for information.
Also gets you interested.
Yeah.
I'll say it flat out, like tennis. Never really crossed my mind a whole lot. Peter Cobalt starts walking in here. I'm like, I'm fired up about this men's tennis program. I want to see these guys go out.
Herman.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he invited us down to practice, and I got to watch, and I just went, this is remarkable. It's remarkable. You think of it as a country club sport. These are grinders, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're grinders.
Well, plus it's better. I love Husker football. Don't get me wrong, but I can only talk about it for so many hours.
Well,
it deserves its
you
time.
Can you can bang your head against the wall against a program. Listen, if a coach has figured out how to get his program to number 2 in the country, it is far more pleasant to talk to him. Now, it's always informative to talk to the other guy. But if I want to know what winning looks like, what development looks like, what top-level recruiting looks like, competitive recruiting looks like, doing more with less NIL looks like, I'm going to talk to somebody that's doing it so that when I talk to the other person, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness. That's how that works. I don't have to know how it works. It is absolutely my job and mission to get to the people who do. Y'all have a fantastic Saturday. Take your butts over to Devaney and support Mark Manning and the Husker wrestling team. Tomorrow at PBA, the girls are at home as well. Support your Huskers. Support Lincoln. Support Nebraska. Love y'all. Love yourself. Because.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at